That I knew we could do.
Yes.
I just didn't know about the cropping. And there's our music.
I love our music.
Blue doesn't get to hear the music.
Yeah. Right. Blue, by the way, it's titanium.
You guys are recording, you know.
I didn't know if we were going to acknowledge that she's present.
Well, just so that, well, I guess I could tell everybody. Yes.
Lots of secrets to tell today.
Oh my goodness. All right. Ready? Hello, I'm Missy Wahlen with Wahlen Advisory Group of Raymond James, and I'm here with my brother-in-law and business partner, Chris Knight.
Hello.
Hello, hello. You can find us at 262-207-3815. And we are also doing our YouTube channel and recording for YouTube. And you can find us at wahlenadvisorygroup.com. That's WAHLEN advisorygroup.com. And what's our YouTube channel?
Wahlen Advisory Group on YouTube.
There you go.
Easy.
You can just search that on YouTube as well. Yes. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's been a few weeks since
has.
we've updated our show.
Yes, we might be a little rusty today.
Yeah. Yes.
Why has it been a few weeks?
So I was hesitant in sharing this or not, but I do think it's important because it's just awareness overall. I had a breast cancer diagnosis at the end of April. Yes. Stage 1A, isolated. It was a really, really small lump on a breast, but we did decide to do a double mastectomy. When I say we, me and the doctors thought that that would be best. So I am almost 4 weeks out from a double mastectomy. So no chemo is needed. They were recommending hormone therapy, but for personal reasons and my personal choice, I decided not to. By doing a double mastectomy, they said that they decreased the recurrence rate by 98%. So I have a 2% chance of having precancerous cells still in my body, or cancer being someplace else still, or not having any cancer, but it coming back in some other form, either liver cancer, kidney cancer, brain cancer, things like that, but less than a 2% chance. So that's amazing. Yeah, knock on wood.
How are you feeling?
I'm doing good. I get tired really easily. I'm
Yeah.
not 100%, but, and I'm under, because I got reconstruction right away. So I got a boob job as well.
The way you word things, I love it.
Just to be blunt. So they they first do expanders, which are basically like perfectly circular balloons. And they put that behind the pec muscles. So I have breast tissue and muscles that are all repairing and rebuilding right now. And that part is exhausting.
Do they continuously enlarge them up to the size I don't know how to word this. Up to the size that you want? It doesn't happen all at once, right?
Yeah, so I am getting silicone implants, but to start off with, because of the mastectomy, needing to remove all this tissue and remove the nipples, a lot of the skin as well. Chris's look. So, again, just speaking with the intent of awareness, yes, in this process. So because I had to remove a lot of that, the plastic surgeon had recommended starting off with expanders, which is, again, basically like deflated balloons that they put in. And then every week, I go back into the plastic surgeon and they inject more saline solution until I get to the size that I like. And
how long does that take? Oh, you're done now.
I only had 2 injections.
Okay.
Yeah, because I didn't want to go too much bigger than my previous size.
So it's all done. There's no more.
No more injections.
Testing and all that kind of stuff, and that's it.
Yeah. So with the expanders, the plastic surgeon had explained that the tissue and the muscles all need to be repaired fully. So 2 to 3 months is when a typical patient would go back. And so I'm going back in September to get the true silicone implants.
And are you still under like the lifting limit and all that? How long does that last for?
I'm at 5 to 10 pounds. Okay. That's through this Wednesday. And then I can go up to 10 to 15 pounds starting Wednesday. But he goes, you're going to know when you're pushing it. Mm-hmm. And oh yeah, I can tell when I've lifted too much.
If you're not lifting a lot, does your body still feel like kind of tired or weak? Or?
Absolutely. Okay. Yes. My body's in constant healing mode from the incisions to, again, all the tissue and the muscles.
This foreign stuff in there now too and all that. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm not getting a full night's sleep. I wake up at least 2 to 3 times every night because either pain or I can't lie down flat yet.
Sure.
And
oh my God, I wouldn't have even thought of that.
so I'm like curled up in a ball on the couch, and then I'll wake up and need to switch to the other side
Oh,
and be in a
brutal.
ball.
How long do they say that lasts?
There's a lot of women that would be back already in normal sleeping positions. I just don't feel that comfortable yet because of all the pressure
Sure.
that I just feel still.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking in the
You're
next
so
week
skinny
or two.
too. Maybe that affects it.
Well, that's why I had to go with silicone implants, because normally an option would be to use your own fat.
Mhm.
So for lack of a better phrase, and I know this isn't the medical correct term, but like a tummy tuck,
Sure.
they can take fat from your belly and use them to make boobs with it.
But you
and
didn't have any.
they didn't have any. So then I asked if he could use my butt, and he kind of laughed, but was like, I don't. And I just said, no, I'm only 40. I don't need to do that. And then he's like, well, I could do your inner thighs if you want me to use that. I'm like,
How
nope.
dare you? How dare you say my inner
Yes.
thighs are thick?
Yes. Or the jiggly part of my back arms, my back arm fat. I don't know. Can you do that? Yeah. Slice and dice me and make me some boobs. Yeah. So I was kind of forced, if I wanted reconstruction, to do then the silicone route. But multiple surgeons and the plastic surgeon had said reconstruction is almost necessary for my age because of how active I am, and the woman's body is meant to hold up a pair of breasts, and both the back, the neck, shoulders, even your abs are meant to, your core is meant to have something there. So they said that it's very common a few years down the road that I could start developing some other issues in other parts, like back issues, shoulder issues, neck issues. Isn't that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. All these things you just wouldn't think about.
And then because I am physically active, they said I'm going to adapt a lot better to having implants.
Yeah.
So,
Just like when people get shot or injured that are in good shape, your body recovers a lot faster.
And the plastic surgeon was laughing because I had asked, with me being 40, I'm like, what about 40, 50 years in my body just all of a sudden rejecting the silicone implants? And he was like, oh, they just make them way different than what they used to. And these are lifetime guaranteed. So, and he goes, you are at risk.
They came with a warranty.
He goes, you are at risk for maybe one leaking down the road. He's like, that's less than a 3% chance. But if that's the case, like, let's say that's 15 years down the road, maybe you will have fat in other places and I can just rebuild your breast with your fat. And I'm like, so I have permission to get fat.
Besides the obvious, how would you know if they were leaking?
Because of the size.
Yeah, that's the only sign that you would notice, though?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh.
But it's a saline solution. So just like an IV, when you go to the hospital, they get an IV through you, that's saline through you. So I'm assuming it's not, like, you don't want it to happen if it were to happen, but if it does happen, it's not
the end
like
of the world.
Yes, they'll be able to flush it out of your system pretty quickly, it sounds like.
Okay.
Yeah. So
it's like a flat tire.
I know.
I can say it to you now, but last week we were talking about coming and recording the show, and you looked very tired. I was worried about you.
Last week was my first week back, so less than 3 weeks out, and I am back to working part-time. Back to doing client and office appointments. My clients have been super supportive in this whole process.
Have you been telling everybody?
As people are coming in now, and on the phone as I get a chance to. In the beginning, everything was happening so fast, and you're trying to keep your family informed, trying to keep the family, like trying to gauge where the family is at, especially my daughters, and see where they're at. And so then it's like, oh geez, then I also have to think about where my clients are going to be at too in this whole process. And just the clients that I was able to tell as this was going on, just giving them the reassurance that we have processes in place, your portfolio isn't going anywhere. I'm still able to log in from home. Dana, our client associate, we already have a system in place where if somebody needs money, we're still watching it. And
me.
And Chris as well. Raymond James has been phenomenal. Support, that the level of support that my bosses and home office has been giving as well through this process. I think for a female going through this is probably way different than it was even in the 80s and 90s.
Sure.
For a female financial advisor more specifically. So
sure.
Yep. And in general, for whether male or female, being diagnosed with cancer at 40 years old, I think now there's a culture in our society of like, instead of shunning the person, you like embrace it and support that person all you can.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
I mean, I'm sure that
It
there's
happened
some
so fast.
I'm sure that there's some employers and some companies that still have that old mindset, but now I think we have transitioned in a very healthy way.
Yeah.
So it's just, it all happened so fast. So a lot of people have asked how I discovered it. Last May or June, I felt a lump, and a few years ago I had one, but it turned out to be nothing, and that wasn't good because then it trained me to like not be as proactive then on a lump, not to get as freaked out again. So I was like, I'll give it a few months, and if it's still there, I'll go get it checked out. And then it was still there after a few months, but then I was in the process of switching firms at that point. And then with switching firms, there's a whole set of commotion, but then you're also switching insurances as well. So then I was like, all right, at the new year, I'll start getting this underway. So that's when everything started. I saw my doctor in February. And then from there, MRI, mammogram, ultrasound, got up, and then had a scheduled then they found the lump and was like, yep, biopsy, come back for that. And then the biopsy showed that it was cancer. They all knew along the way that it was, but they couldn't say anything until it was confirmed with the biopsy. So then from there, and then a week later, meeting with 2 surgeons, and then 2 weeks later, bam, the surgery.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe how fast they got you in for the surgery. It was amazing.
So what's really funny, I think, is when meeting with the surgeons, so the breast surgeon and a plastic surgeon, I'm like, all right, I have a banana ball on June 6th, and I'm not missing that. So
should maybe explain what banana ball is, by the way.
You can YouTube it or Google banana ball. It's super fun.
Until you mentioned this, I had never even heard of it. So
it's another baseball league where they changed up the rules, and the league has gotten big now where there's multiple teams, and they travel all over the country taking over MLB stadiums, and they play baseball with a different set of rules, but then they add a song and dance to it, make it way more entertaining than just a regular baseball game. And it's called Banana Ball because Savannah Bananas is where this originated, in Savannah, Georgia, with the Savannah Bananas and another team down there. And then it got really big down there, and then slowly expanded into this huge league right now. So it's super fun.
So that was your one requirement, that you be able to make it to
Banana Ball, because that was also my birthday.
Yeah.
Yes. And so they were on board with that. And then I said, I have a triathlon at the end of June. You can tell me that I can skip that. That's fine.
I was going to ask about that. How long we're post? Have you looked at another one that you want to do?
Well, because of the restrictions that I'm under, like I can walk as much as I want, but I can't reach above my shoulder height right now, which means I can't swim. Biking, it's I can do a little bit at a time, but it's still a lot of pressure on my pec muscles.
Plus, you're so tired.
So next summer is when I will do.
Seems like a reasonable goal.
Probably. So I was like, I do not have to do the triathlon. But then my family is doing a family vacation to Hawaii in July, and I have to be ready to hike, ready to swim, ready to be in the sun and stuff by then. So so far I'm on track for that.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm not missing that.
Very good.
Yes.
Hawaii and California in July, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes. Because I have an aunt in California who has breast cancer right now. My mom had it. I have another aunt that survived it, another aunt that passed away from breast cancer. So, and all the genetic testing that we've been doing, they haven't been able to find any mutations that are linked to this cancer. So, as of right now, it's more environmental for us, but they are like, it's kind of impossible to have all you guys be diagnosed and there not be some kind of genetic link. So it's possible then they just haven't discovered that mutation yet.
Ugh, so brutal.
I know. So here we are.
Good.
Yeah. I think I'm doing really well overall. Again, 4 weeks out, I'm able to walk. Went to the grocery store yesterday, watered flowers this morning, but then took a nap.
Sounds exhausting.
And then here I am. I know. But overall, I think I'm very, very blessed.
Yeah, you look good.
I have a cousin that texted me and said that more than 70 people in our family, Irish Catholic family, I have over 40 cousins on my mom's side, and plus all my aunts and uncles. My cousin had said over 70 people are praying. And to have our family come together like that, I feel bad that it's like for cancer and it's like for me, but at the same time, it's very humbling to have people just come together and have that kind of support in place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And my mom and my sisters too have been out of this world supportive, absolutely amazing with everything. And so have you heard of the series Chosen, The Chosen?
I don't think so.
It's really good. I recommend downloading the app. There's the Chosen app, but it is available on Amazon Prime. And I'm not quite sure what other ones, but it's basically the story of Jesus and the disciples, and how the disciples came to be Jesus's chosen followers. And in there, the reason why I bring this up is because some of the women go through a lot medically, and the females in the community come together to support that particular woman through her time of crisis. And then the males come together and support the male, the father, in that time of crisis. And because women instinctively know what other women need, and then males instinctively know what other males need. And so instead of relying on males to support the females in that process, it's the females just take over and help out the female or the mom, and then the males just take over and help out the dad. And it's really, I thought it was, I've never seen that in my lifetime. That's not part of our culture. It's the family comes together and supports, as opposed to, we had lots of supportive families growing up, but it was just amazing to see everybody just drop everything to go and support that married couple in their time of crisis. So,
yeah, it's usually negative things that bring people together, like 9/11. Same kind of.
Yes. But I wouldn't say that it's like negative things that bring people together, because that's just life. I heard something really good over the weekend, that if we are dreaming of a life with no problems, dreaming of a life where there's no negativity, that's heaven. That's not life. Life is meant to have the negativity. Life is meant to have the problems. So what you're actually dreaming of is heaven. Then, so what are you doing in your lifetime to help you get to heaven? What's the point of that?
Can't enjoy the sweet without the sour.
Yes. So yeah. I'm also very humbled too, because again, my clients, friends, family, the doctors make sure that one of the very first questions that they ask are, do you have a support system? Because those that don't have a support system, it's very easy to go into a state of depression and feel sorry for yourself. And then it's really hard to do the things you need to do to get through the diagnosis and the healing afterwards. So it's been super humbling again, and I'm very, very blessed. I'm very blessed to have caught it early. But now definitely some life choices need to be made with stress levels, inflammation in general for my body, and knowing how my body reacts to it now, and what I need to do to reduce inflammation.
And what do you mean by inflammation?
Basically like irritation. So inflammation can come out in many ways in the body. So eczema is a good example of inflammation in the body. Your body is out of balance and is inflamed then. And so that there's the release of that inflammation that can happen. So eczema is a good example. A migraine is another good example. Coming down, if you get cold sores, which is the herpes virus, if your body's inflamed, it can't, your immune system isn't as strong, so you can have flare-ups of different viruses that are already in your body. Again, I'm not a doctor or medical professional. This is my very dumbed down version of my understanding of all this. Yes. Stomach issues. So those with irritable bowel syndrome, IBS, constipation, diarrhea, also too, that's a major sign of inflammation. So when your body is inflamed, it needs to rebalance itself. Then it's trying to recalibrate. Then cancer is also a sign of inflammation. Something was out of sync in your body. There's some kind of out of balance inflammation happening then. And so how do you get your body to be uninflamed or more balanced then? And there's all different theories and all different ways that people do that. Then one way is drinking alkaline water with the electrolytes. Another way is exercise. And another way is just eating way more vegetables than bread, for example. There's light therapy, infrared light therapy, so sauna to steam room, drastic temperature changes, going from cold therapy to heat therapy, things like that.
Yeah.
So so I have to figure that out and see what's going on.
Interesting.
Yeah. So here we are.
Mm-hmm.
So I cooked dinner for the first time last night. So in the midst of all this, we have our home renovation.
Yeah, I was just gonna, is the kitchen ready for cooking?
No.
Oh.
We can grill, but what's really funny is in order to get to our grill out on our deck, I had to do hurdles, one leg jumping over one stack of lumber and then stepping on another stack of lumber and then climb down and be at the grill.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, growing up, my mom used to wear a jacket whenever she would grill because she just didn't like smelling like a grill.
Oh, sure.
After cooking dinner.
Uh-huh.
And I found myself doing the same thing last night and not wanting to smell like grill. So I kept this
Brought
jacket.
some nostalgia.
Yeah. Some nostalgia that way, being able to actually cut vegetables because of that motion again. And then just being able to have the nice weather and just being able to at least get access to the grill was absolutely amazing.
The house was supposed to be done the end of May. What's going on?
Oh. Our kitchen is still in a mess. Our living room is still in a mess. Our bathroom is still in a mess. The only thing that's really put together is our laundry room. It's still not finished, but at least we can still do laundry in the midst of all this.
Yeah, that's nice.
So I've been recovering in what we call the TV room, which is a room with a couch and a TV, and then the closet is filled with arts and crafts and books, and that's it. It's all that fits in this room. So that's the couch that I sleep on, that I curl up in a little ball in. On the ottoman is all my vitamins and bottles of water and all the stuff for my incisions as well. That's just spread out on this medical ottoman. So it's a mess. I do not recommend coming over to our house right now.
Were there delays with permits or?
No, there was just delays with workers.
Oh,
yeah,
that happens. Yeah.
Workers being busy on another job and can't come.
So cabinets aren't installed?
They're almost done.
Okay.
Now, but not entirely. But then there was some mistakes with the way that they installed it. So then there was some delay with having to order new panels to fix it. And
oh, sure.
Yeah.
So you're still probably a month out then?
I would even say 2 months.
Oh,
still. I know. But our screened-in patio that we are changing into a 3 Seasons room is being framed today.
Oh, nice. So you can start that project.
Yeah. They weren't supposed to start that until our house was done, but our house isn't even being close to being finished. And some workers started on it last week. They got fired by the contractor, and now this new team is there today. And here we are.
Sounds
so that
fun.
Actually might be done before the rest of the house. So.
Well, then once that's done, everything's done.
Yeah.
So that'd be great.
That's the other thing. When my mom got diagnosed with breast cancer, this is almost 10 years ago, they were in the middle of a major home remodel. And then we start a home remodel, and then I get diagnosed with breast cancer. So we just tell our family, nobody's allowed to do a major remodel. Just move. Yes.
That makes sense.
Yes.
We actually chatted for a long time. We should give it our contact info again, and then I think we're good to go.
Sure.
We'll have to cover our topics next week.
Yeah. Our phone.
But it was a good update.
Wahlen Advisory Group of Raymond James, 262-207-3815. Yes. And then that's wahlenadvisorygroup.com, WAHLEN. And then for our YouTube channel, Wahlen Advisory Group, WAHLEN.
Thank you for the update on everything. Glad you're feeling good.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this was great.
Thank you.
Okay. Cool.
It's a good thing you're so tough. There were no tears in the middle.
I almost cried in the beginning, but I was like, oh, hold it together.